As a network buyer, do you struggle with managing a list of your partner's serviceable locations, both on-net and near-net, and dealing with millions of buildings being sent to you in multiple spreadsheets? And does this result in missed deals and sales opportunities? With Connected to Fiber's Industry Cloud for Connectivity, we can help you manage your network partnerships with ease. With the Connected World platform, you can receive and manage your partners' building lists all in one centralized location. For this demo, we are going to pretend that we are a fictitious network provider called Blue Ocean Telecommunications, who also buys Type 2. Let's take a look at the Connected World and walk through how you can manage your relationships and partners' building lists in the platform. So this is what you see when you enter the Connected World. It's a very visual way to see network routes and drill down into locations that are connected along that route. From here, there are various actions you can take to help boost buying and selling capabilities, but let's start with how we get there. My Buildings is where we capture and store all of your serviceable locations. As a network buyer, your partner's buildings will be stored here. If you own any network, your buildings will show up here as well. Once they're loaded into My Buildings, you can configure your view based on how you want to see all of the locations. You can choose specific columns to include or exclude from your view. You can filter with drop-downs in certain categories, or you can search by any term for certain categories here. Then for any of the locations of interest, you can expand any one of these locations and take a look at building information. You will see the address, the lat long, NNI locations, building reference information such as the unique Connected to Fiber ID number, building category, whether it's a commercial building, data center, airport, etc., building connection status, access medium, etc. You can also choose to create custom fields and include any building notes in this section. So all of your serviceable locations are in My Buildings. Now let's discuss how you can load and manage your suppliers and their building lists. In the Connected World, you do this via our Network Radar capability. This is a repository of all of your supplier building lists and could even include products and pricing, and all of this eventually feeds My Buildings, which is the screen we just reviewed. There are a few ways to load and manage your suppliers' lists of serviceable buildings into the platform. First, your supplier building lists could be added to the platform during the onboarding process. Connected to Fiber's GIS team will take your existing partner building lists in any form, and they'll validate, cleanse, and enrich the addresses, and then publish the list to your instance of Network Radar, which will then populate into My Buildings. Secondly, for those partners who are already part of the Connected World, Connected to Fiber will set up an instance-to-instance API connection so that their building list will feed directly into your instance. This will be set up for you at an agreed-upon frequency with your partner. And finally, you can manually import a building list in spreadsheet format through the direct import option found here. You name the supplier, fill in the contact name and email and what you want to call the list. And Connected to Fiber provides a sample Excel format that helps you populate the required fields for the supplier lists. So then with all of your suppliers loaded in Network Radar, you can see the supplier name, their total building count. You see whether it's an active list or not, the date the list was last received, and you can accept or reject new building lists and then choose to publish or unpublish it. You can request updates to specific supplier lists by clicking this arrow to get updated building list. This can only be done for those suppliers that are automated in the platform. When you manually import a building list, this functionality will be disabled as there's no automated mechanism to request an update for this list. So then for each of the suppliers, you can click to expand to see information on that supplier. You see their physical address, their contact name, contact information. You can also preview their building list and display the locations that are contained within the building list itself, and then you can see the contacts within the supplier. Again, your partner's building lists will be published to My Buildings, so you have all of your serviceable locations in one place, and you can reference it, making it easy for you to identify where you have coverage on a sales opportunity. To summarize Connected to Fiber's managed capabilities, with our industry cloud for connectivity, we help you to ultimately capture more opportunities by helping you efficiently and effectively manage your partner's building lists so that you're able to quickly and accurately determine which locations you can service. For more information about our capabilities, please visit www.connectedtofiber.com or contact your customer success manager or sales director. Thank you for your attention.